Welcome back. Kevin's Mobile Repair. Got 2012 Honda Accord with a 3.5 V6. We're doing an alternator today. First, the fan assembly will come out. 2 top bolts, 10 millimeters, real easy to get to. 2 bottom ones, not so much. That little valance that's down there will need to come out of the way or partially down in order to get to them. I had to use a ratcheting 10 millimeter wrench on this side and a 10 millimeter short stubby 1/4 inch in order to get that one. But once they're out, the fan comes out. A little clip here, it's held in by 2 push pins. You can release the little lock tab that holds the wiring harness to the fan assembly in order to make it easier access to actually unplug that. Next, take off your little valance right there, which will give you a lot more room. 10 millimeter right here on a bracket, 12 for the alternator, and then the plug. You have to move those little rubber boots out of the way. This little tool that I have right here is specifically designed for the belt tensioner. You can find these on Amazon. If anybody wants the part number or link, I will post it. But it makes getting these belts off and on extremely easy. So release the tension. I just pull it off the one pulley for the alternator, but sometimes it comes undone, so you need a belt routing going back on. 14 millimeter long bolt, this one right here, for the bottom half of the alternator, and 2 12s. One that goes into the block, another one goes into a little bracket piece right here. Now, pro tip for going back on. There's a little bushing right there. You can see it right there. Now, that bushing is a collapsible bushing. When the bolt slides through there, it tightens up and takes the space up in between the bracket itself and the alternator. So, putting it back in, if you don't push that bushing back out, it will make life extremely difficult just getting the alternator in there, because there might be a slight casting difference in the alternator. Who knows? But that's what that type of bushing is for. So what I use is a pry bar, stick it back behind there, and just hit it in one little corners right there, like yay, and then use a hammer and just tap it so that it pushes it back out of the way. And then once you put the bolt itself in, it tightens it up and squeezes it back together. If that bushing is not pushed back in, you will be fighting this alternator to get it in to the actual housing. So something that takes you 5-10 seconds to hammer and push that back will save you 10 or 15 minutes of headache and complaining about this alternator not going back in. But that is my pro tip. Going back together, same way as everything comes out. Do be careful. The bottom bolts for these sometimes are extremely rusty and they break for the fan. But other than that, that's really the only major downside with these fan assemblies. Being on the bottom, they're close to all the salt and crap, and it breaks off. Oh yeah, and of course, disconnect your battery when you're messing with anything 12-volt electrical like this. But other than that, any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know.